Hey everybody, it's Josh here. Or I guess I should revert back to Agent Carpo / shill, false witness, prophet, liar. Take your pick. It's the perigee moon tonight. The moon is the closest to the earth, and it's also full. There's 3 of them occurring. One this month, one next month, and one the next month after that, all in a row. It's a beautiful thing. I'm just sitting up on my rooftop, enjoying the, I'd say the view, but there's not much of a view up here. See if I can get my camera to actually do something here. There we go. Can't see much. Anyway, I just got back from this cool event. It's an outdoor movies. They have it at the parks around the town here. Just happened to be at the park up the street and went and watched the movie Up. A little cartoon. Brought the kids. It's fun. It's nice to go to the local park and be able to just watch a movie in the field, hang out, see neighbors, and it's a community garden there. I was talking to the lady. It's like, she's saying like it's $10 a plot, I think. Just at the beginning of the year. I think that covers water, probably. Because obviously it shouldn't cost anything. Gardens are an awesome thing. I have a decent-sized garden in my yard, but I'd really like to have a big plot. So I think next year, I heard there's a church across the street from my house, a few blocks over. And I guess theirs is free, so I'm going to probably go down there and check that out. I'm a sucker for a full moon. I don't know what it is, but, I do, but you know what I mean. It's just one of those things. It's like every time I can't sleep, I look up and, full moon, sure enough. I came up to the rooftop with the doobie to smoke and figured I'd make a video about the moon. Maybe I could make a video about the moon being a hologram, but it's not. I've heard some people really get lost in all this stuff. I even heard one guy that there's a few different people who on YouTube have had some really interesting ideas. This one particular person actually had some really good views and was really into various astronomical observations, but then one time claimed to film the clouds going behind the moon. Now, I don't know what to make of that. I mean, I was like, I want to respect the person's opinion, and I want to give them credibility. But when you say that you see the clouds go behind the moon, the only common observation, the only reasonable observation is that they're thin clouds and they just appear to be going behind the moon. Taking it any further than that means that you're putting the moon in front of the clouds, and that to me is just phenomenally it's a leap. And I don't blame people. I'm not saying idiots. I'm just it's amazing to me the conclusions the mind can draw based on just casual observation. Actually, even more so, with digital cameras and the digital artifacts. Even just tonight, I had somebody comment on one of my older videos about the moon, and it was a holographic. I just remembered this. He said something like, what was it? Oh God, I don't know. I'm a false witness or something, and that I'm spreading lies and. Because I'm trying to say this is why. It was a video about digital artifacts and how digital photography messes with reality, you know. And he went on quoting all these Bible verses and trying to say that the moon is a hologram because it's light, and because light is a hologram, yada, yada, yada. You know, people are just so full of shit sometimes. I mean, yeah, sure. I'm full of shit too sometimes. But you know what? It's easier when you can admit it. I mean, some of these people, I don't understand the guys who can type out like a 100 line message and then have over half of it Bible quotes. What is it, just cut and paste? I don't know. I try to be original, you know, when I'm coming up with ideas about how things work, you know, but at the same time you have to use a little bit of common sense. I mean, you can't just say you're the only one that understands that the moon is not real and that everyone else is just fooled. But people do. Then again, there are plenty of cult leaders who claim to be the one and only new Son of God or whatnot, and people believe them and follow for them too, you know. So people believe just about anything. People want to believe something. It's our natural state. We have an addiction to knowing. And in fact, I saw this show. It was this, I don't know if he was a psychologist or what. He was talking about our need for knowing and how it's just like this ingrained desire to know. And even when humans deny it, it's there. And, you know, once we grasp onto an idea, we tend to kind of get sucked into it sometimes. And we can believe just about anything. And the human mind has these ways to mold itself to fit anything, any theory, any type of belief a person wants. So, you know, if you're going to believe nonsense, at least believe something interesting, I guess, right? I don't know much else to say about it. I'm like, you know, just along for the ride. I don't pretend to know. I don't pretend to have the answers. I don't pretend to, you know what to tell people in life about what's real and what's not, you know. And there are a lot of people who don't. A lot of people who discuss it and say, is this real? I don't know. Is this real? I don't know. How does this work? But for every person who's asking, there's 10 people telling you, this is how it is. This is how it is. This is how it is. It's not always how it is, though.